You know, if you were to follow a busy doctor as he makes his daily round of calls, you'd find yourself having a mighty busy time keeping up with
These are quite cool.
Time out
It's
for
really
many men
old.
of medicine usually means just long enough to enjoy a cigarette.
Because
They know what a pleasure it is to smoke a mild, good-tasting cigarette. They're particular
When do you think
about
this
the
is from?
brand they choose. In a repeated national
50s?
survey, doctors in all branches of medicine, doctors in all parts of the country were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" Once again, the brand named most was Camel. Yes, according to this
What's
repeated
that?
nationwide survey,
What collection of data?
any other cigarette.
So it's basically saying, oh, doctors smoke it, so why don't you? It's good for you, sort of.
Yeah. And see what
I think she's a doctor.
A pretty woman, that always helps.
See how Camel
She has nice
agree with your
pearls.
throat. See how
Oh yeah, it's an
mild,
American brand.
good-tasting
Camel.
cigarette
Is
is.
it? Don't even ask how I know that. You don't want to know. But there you go. Oh, his hair is just beautiful.
It looks like a zebra crossing.
Engage the doctor.
Actually, yeah. Is that what happens if you smoke all the Camels? No, I think this is a different advert.
Looks a little bit like you.
I do not have a comb over.
So confused right now. It's a nice photo booth, isn't it?
With your passport.
I would like to meet that man on the street.
Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet, the mild cigar.
What are your initial thoughts?
I can't remember seeing smoking advertised, so it's interesting.
Don't smoke, basically.
It's a bit of a weird advert.
I really want a cigarette.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Made it quite glamorous.
It's a bit mean.
They're using doctors to show, oh, it's very good if the doctors are using it.
Cigarettes are bad for you and like doctors shouldn't do it.
Why do people smoke?
Well, it's a pleasurable thing to do. Apparently it feels nice.
People smoke, I think, as they enjoy it and it makes them happier.
It's a habit. Yeah.
People say it's because like they get into peer pressure.
Well, other people do it. So you're like, what's that? Smoking there. So what is it? Can I? I don't know. Alright.
I don't know. It's sort of a social thing. Some people think, oh, it's cool to smoke and everything, but it's really not.
I think this day and age is a lot about rebellion. So you start at a young age in school, like you nick a pack of fags when you're old man, or if your parents smoke, that also is.
I think it put me off because my dad. I didn't like it when he smelled smoke when I was little.
I think people smoke because it sort of like calms their nerves and calms them down a little bit.
Cigarette adverts were banned on TV in the UK in 1965 and cigar adverts in 1991. Why do you think they were banned?
Because of the evidence for the
health risks.
the negative health effects, yeah. But then saying that, you can have fast food adverts and you can have alcohol adverts, and I think that's unfair.
They're trying to sell something which isn't good for you. So if people see the advert, they're going to get it and it's not going to help them, it's going to kill them.
How do you feel about such obvious lies being used in adverts on TV?
Don't think it's right, really. I mean, you see it all the time, even today. So like you've got like perfume adverts and deodorant adverts, and they say like like the way that they're put together, it looks as if you're going to get an instant relationship with someone if you use this product. I can tell you firsthand that you don't.
They were pretty standard adverts though back in the day. It was sort of like you could get away with saying anything to get people to buy things.
Should people be allowed to smoke in public bars and restaurants?
No. Well, I don't think I was old enough to ever see people smoke in bars and restaurants, but I could not imagine, even when I walk past a smoking shed at work, or someone gets in the lift after a cigarette, then I could not imagine eating my dinner. with that?
I don't think people should be able to smoke in public bars or restaurants because they're not just affecting themselves by smoking, injuring their lungs and everything, but they're affecting everyone around them, and that's not the other people's choices. They shouldn't have to leave where they are because someone else is smoking next to them.
No. I think there should be designated. No.
Yeah, maybe there's like an outside.
Well, there is, isn't there? There's smoking areas and heated smoking areas.
No. Because you'll see on the actual package of cigarettes, it says, on most of them it says smoking harms people around you. And when someone smoking exhales, you can see all the smoke. And that stuff still has all of the bad stuff inside it.
No. Why? Because it can be bad for other people as well. Yeah, and it might go onto their food, and it might affect their food.
I actually grew up in a pub, so I was constantly in the pub when there was smoke about, and I saw the change from when the smoking ban came in pubs to then the atmosphere before and after, and it changed a hell of a lot. So
what, better or worse?
For the worse, because one, the people didn't come out, the pub trades die. But I think in a pub sort of scenario, it's up to you whether you go to a pub and have a drink. But a restaurant where people are eating, I don't think it's right, because there's food about. There's normally kids in a restaurant can stay till late, whereas in pubs, I know during the days they're allowed in, but in the evening, when it's the most busiest time, then it's not always kids about. So I think restaurants, definitely when there's food involved, is bad. But
imagine going to a club and people smoking inside a club, and they're dancing on the dance floor with a cigarette, and then it's like your clothes will get burnt.
What do you find addictive?
Smoking. Food.
iPhones and tablets.
Alcohol.
Yeah,
I guess.
Darts.
Well, I have a habit of sucking my thumb. I don't have it of biting my nails. Yeah, same.
Anything I touch, really.
You've got addictive personality.
Really addictive.
Yeah. I find Netflix, Xbox, and basically all things to do with planes and exercise and stuff, mostly addictive.
YouTube. Gotta say, I'm on YouTube every day.
Finally, should people who don't smoke be given priority over people who do smoke when going to hospital?
I think that would be unfair, because people drink and people eat too much and people don't exercise, and
yeah, you have to categorise everything, wouldn't you? So
yeah, and that's not fair. You can't put people, because people say, oh yeah, fat people eat too much, but there's other problems as well that makes people fat. It's not just eating.
It's difficult because it's like equality, but in the same way, they've chosen to smoke, and I know, because I've seen cigarette packets on the floor, that there's pictures of lungs and stuff, and it does have loads of warning on it, and they've been warned multiple times probably about everything that's bad. I don't think that they should not get treated for it, but it kind of is their fault in a way. I don't want to say that it absolutely 100% is, but in a way it is.
I think everyone's entitled to the highest level of care that they can get, whether
the same equal treatment.
Yeah, because you don't know what people are doing behind closed doors.
They might not be saying if you smoke, you are actually hurting yourself. So if people actually look after themselves and get ill, they think the treatment should be more for them.
I wouldn't expect, if you two went into hospital, for you to get be any less of a priority for the NHS, because at the end of the day you do smoke, but you're members of people's families, you're connected to other people, so it's not just about you guys. Everyone should have the same level of care, I think.
If they carry on, they could get really ill. Yeah, so that's why.
I don't really know. It's sort of yes and no, because yes, the person who doesn't smoke is not better than the person who does, but kind of, I don't really know. Because the person who is smoking is in a worse situation than the person who isn't, because they smoke and it affects their lungs. At the same time, the person who doesn't smoke hasn't made the mistake to smoke. I'd say no.
You've been watching Headspread. If you like what you saw, don't forget to click like and subscribe.
Or send us a tweet.
Tweet. If you've got any ideas for what you want us to watch next, please put a comment in the comment section below. We will watch anything.
Anything you want.
Anything.
Literally.
Thanks for watching.
Not everything. That's not what you would say. That's not right.